I accidentally pressed a button on my mouse. And I just realized I had my microphone off for a while now.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Whether or not you're able to help us, I'm grateful to have an extra set of eyes on the problem. Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate. I don't think anything. Leak or no leak, we can't abandon our post. The Doctor's Zeranium shield is how we outlast this conflict. My people are fighting a war on two fronts, Anti on one side and Zeranium on the other. I can fight Anti, but I can't fight Zeranium. What else would disrupt the harmony of our perfect system? Anti's choice, of course. A chance shot hit the wrong pipe early into their assault. Zeranium wreaks havoc on automechanicals. Every combat-ready mech in the repair hangar was overcharged and beset with behavioral problems. Further damage soon occurred. Had I the resources, I would have sent wave after wave of engineers into the facility until one of them flipped the correct switch. Alas, the tragedy unfolded before my time here, and resources were slim. The situation is deteriorating rapidly, and I need that gas leak fixed. Otherwise, my Automechs might as well be paperweights. While I trust that Brigadier Montelli has everything well in hand, that assurance does not alleviate the grim tidings felt in the pit of my bowels. Loyalty and instinct run hand in hand. I'm a protectorate man, after all. So why should I be ill at ease, despite our stalwart chain of command and dependable kin at the helm? No matter. My unease is nothing when measured against the strength of the Protectorate.
What kind of bullshit is he talking about?
This the purpose is the old staff should have laid down their lives to repel Anti's choice. For their failure of loyalty and grit, they were punished, and rightly so. Now, their burden is mine. But I won't allow my unit to suffer the same fate.
These guys are really not, you know... Okay, let's have a look if we can get over here. Automech replacement parts.
Welcome. All right, I admit it. The quartermech still needs work, but perfection requires iteration, as the Marshal says. While he's under construction, come to me for any supplies you might need. The roof! How could I have missed that? In retrospect, the problem is glaringly obvious. The quartermech couldn't figure out where to stack boxes on the x-axis, so it defaulted to the y-axis. I'll have that tinkered on shortly. And you're welcome to keep the Automech parts, of course. Thanks for solving my little mystery. Glad to...
Cool. Alright, so we still have this quest here.
Commander, I think this stuff is eating my... eating my lungs from the inside.
Let's see what happens here.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks?
I've collected a uranium sample as requested.
What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate uranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user.
Talking about a tossball field or more of a cornfield?
A shield, you adorable nitwit. An enclosure. A personal encapsulation to protect your vitals. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside.
You want me to slay a dragon?
Dragoon, you lovable dunce. And no, banish the idea from your absent mind. Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, wasn't enthusiastic about my proposal to Geld his only combat Automech. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier.
Good. I already have one?
Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donelson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war. You do that.
There it is. Temporary shield when accurate, providing temporary health that absorbs any incoming damage, also repels uranium and other dangerous hazards. Now that is very nice. Oh, I think I will use that a lot. I haven't used the other ones much, but this sounds great.
If you need something, kindly make it quick. Please understand, why should I follow their example? Marshal Donelson wrote that? It's a Marshal. All right, how's... One catalytic amplifier as agreed. Not a chance. Be seen.
Okay, that was for nothing because we already had one for some reason. But anyway, I thought I might get some XP from that.
What can I do for you this time?
Defina finished her device. I've got a working prototype right here.
I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject of the Protectorate would. Seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget, what say you put it through its paces? Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the control terminal to purge the Zeranium. And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse.
How would one make it worse?
Why in law's name would you want to know that?
Reason.
Glad to hear. Any further questions?
The chief mechanist was concerned about Zeranium corrupting the Automechs.
Don't worry about Woodrow. Yes, there is some risk that exposure to Zeranium will corrupt our Automechs, to use his colorful language. That shouldn't stop us from delivering them on time. I'm sure they'll be scrubbed clean once they arrive at the Vox relay. But that isn't our problem to solve. You be sure and come back once you've made progress on the leak.
So we're basically just gonna... So they don't even have access to them. We're gonna grab them. They will be all corrupted. Not good. Not good, I assume.
Yes?
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate
Wow. That shield didn't heal. That shield didn't last long at all.
outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be all. Test model displays atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
Right, so that was actually not from the... Drishan, thank you. That was actually not from the shield, but rather there's like this stuff on the ground, I think, that I shouldn't step into.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be
How would I get around this stuff? Northeastern wall of the central chamber of the building. Access ports for each are located in the upper level. I think I might need to do that first. Okay, so there's one part here. There's the second one over there. Get over there. I think I can jump that far. I can try and jump this far, but I don't think. We can jump this far. Beautiful. Ammo. Alright, and down we go. Beautiful. All done. Throwing these inhalers.
I hope you brought me good news, outsider.
Uranium leak is fixed.
At last, the tide is shifting. Today, we fix our automechanicals. Tomorrow, we push the unprincipled interlopers of Auntie's choice into the sea. You've done us a great service, stranger, and I would see your efforts rewarded. Alas, we don't have much to offer since our supplies are so low. I hope these bits will suffice. We confiscated them from the corpses of the scouts who attempted to infiltrate this facility a few weeks back. It carries the invaders' taint, but it should spend just the same.
Pleasure doing business with you.
The pleasure was mine. The Automechs we sent out will be a great asset to the Vox relay station. Now I can show our chief mechanist that he was wrong, and a little uranium poisoning won't do those Automechs any harm.
Wouldn't be sure about that.
I wish I shared the Marshal's confidence that
All right, let's go back here. We have acquired the Automech parts and can bring them back to Westport. These guys to fix or repurpose all the Automechs.
Outside. Do me a favor. Keep out from underfoot. And away from that generator. Need it running to power our mechs. Anyhow, what do you need?
You're a technical sort. What kind of device uses these auto cartridges?
I assume those are approved protectorate announcements, correct? With everyone's neighbor prudence and the like? I mean, sorry. Of course they are. Loudspeaker control terminal is in the proclamation station a few structures over. One with the antenna. I suspect they go there.
Ever think of packing it in and moving to Fairfield?
Even if I did ever fall prey to such treacherous whimsy, you think I'd be fool-headed enough to admit it to a stranger? Look like I've been kicked by an Automech or something? I mean, void damn. Vigilant Hogarth's still here. No matter how bad it gets, keeps us going. Keeps us right. Folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the Architect's plan. Just gotta trust the rightful guidance of the Vigilance and the Sovereign. Funny. I reckon that's more true of them over in Fairfield. They love their substandard comestibles and lack of fellowship. Smacks a bit of conspicuous inveiglement to me. Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we, well, utterly crush their forces and disprove their bent philosophy, we can show them all a right, better way to live. Outside.
All fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
Everything, literally everything I own is underwater.
Outsider. Ah, the itinerant stranger returns.
I have the automechanical parts you need.
That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Thank you. I know community service can be a foreign concept for those outside the Protectorate, so I hope this is ample reward for your time. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It saved many lives.
What needs to be done?
The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing Protectorate law.
Who do I need to show the writ to?
Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox Relay, conscript him with the writ. And this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen.
Why does he have to kill him?
If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good, good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your conscience. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can, to check in on my people and see how they fare.
You don't think this is going to work, do you?
Oh, I don't doubt your abilities, but the prospects remain exceedingly poor. The facility is exceptionally well guarded, and forces there are the pinnacle of protectorate training. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time before the Arbiter arrives to administer my sentence. Any chances of me avoiding my fate are quite slim, I fear. Farewell now. You have your orders. The Vox relay awaits. Do remember what I asked of you.
A question before I go. What would it take for you to let your people leave to Fairfield?
Nobody needs go anywhere. Not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse. When I look outside, I see people who are hardy and resilient, who trust the paradigm, who understand prosperity will return with time and group effort. I have the aid of key pillars of our community, several persons of note and good character who stand with and by me, and our town still functions. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers. But I know you've got more to do than listen to me natter on about the state of Westport. The Vox relay's your main concern now. Farewell now.
Right. I mean, you can basically change this, right? So. Okay. Well, I'm not quite sure which one I want to do. I might just, I don't want to force these guys to move necessarily. So I'm thinking of going here and see what I can do there. Anyway, that's a question for next time, because it is quite late and I have to finish for today. So thank you very much for watching and see you next time.